Welcome back to Weekly Pick'em with Lance and Jay. I am Jay, and he is Lance.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back.
This is episode number 2, week. What's it? Week 9.
Going into week 9.
So last week, we had what, 4 games that we were different on, right?
Correct.
4 games we were different. I got 9 wins. So I thought I did pretty good. 9 wins. But Lance, what'd you do?
12 wins. my pick'em list was, I don't know what to say. Of course, I told you every week I know how to pick them. Because you got to look at the full analytics from up and down, the trending, what's going on. So you got to know how to make the right pick. The pick that completely threw me off is that Kansas City game, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. No, we can talk about that now. Kansas City lost. San Francisco lost again, 3 in a row. What do you?
Told you what happened.
You did. Cincinnati came out and they punched them right in the mouth, and they couldn't do that. They couldn't recover from it. What do you think is what's happening with San Francisco?
Right now, Brock Purdy his weapons is decreasing. If you can block CMC, they don't have Debo. Of course, I have kiddos. Brock Purdy is a system good quarterback. I'm not saying he's trash, but to me, he can't carry the team. He's a good teammate, if that makes sense. But as opposed to if the game is on the line, if he has to pass the ball, break it down, he can't put it through. Now, I did not watch the full game. I was watching multiple games, so I could have missed some things. But from what I have seen, he just can't carry a team. So if the defense not playing well, if the defense not stout, what is he doing? He cannot put points on the board, which has showed the past 3 weeks he just ain't been looking right. Counting, do I think it's going to continue? No. And Joe Burrow, his calf is now healed up. He moving around now. He ain't just stuck in the pocket. Now he can move now more. So they're developing the chemistry again. They started off very, very slow, but they did that same thing last year too.
They did.
Remember, last year they did the same thing. They started off 1-2 or 0-3. Then they just took off. Same thing now.
So San Francisco added Chase Young to their defense. I don't know. I think that's a good addition, but I don't think that changes them into like a dynamic number 1 defense in the NFL. It adds to them.
It adds, sure.
It doesn't make them, this is Super Bowl right here, because they still have to score points.
Right.
It's like the same thing people say about the Cowboys. The Cowboys, they got a good defense, but can they score points? And last week, we proved it. We can still have a high-power offense, and I love the way Mike McCarthy called the game last week.
That was the best call game. That was the best call game.
Yep.
Yeah, I was very happy with the play calling. Dak played probably his best game of the season.
Yeah.
If you take away that one pick, that was a tip ball, he damn near played a flawless game. He did. He threw 80%, threw well over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. Shoot, he came back. He made me proud. Like he must have heard us criticize him last week.
He listened to the podcast.
He heard the podcast. He was like, win and lose. I was talking like Lance and Jesse. They was talking about me, so I got to come back. So he was listening in. Dak Prescott listening in. You know, y'all got to be.
Exactly. All right, let's go to this week's picks.
Okay.
So Thursday night, which is tomorrow night.
Right.
Which is tonight, actually, airing this podcast on Thursday. So tonight's game is the Steelers and the Titans. Titans going into Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh lost their starting quarterback. Pickett got hurt.
I see that.
And now it's Mitch Trubisky.
Back
Trubisky. I got the Titans in this one because I don't see Mitch Trubisky and or Najee Harris or Warren scoring any touchdowns this week. And the Titans have a new starting quarterback, which has some good. He had some good passes last week.
I was going to talk about that.
Yep, go ahead.
No.
So I got the Titans. No, good. I'm good. I got the Titans in that game.
It takes everything in me, but I gotta go with Pittsburgh.
Oh, wow! This is the opposite again. Another one.
I picked Pittsburgh because Titans got a new quarterback, and they just ain't been playing that great to me. Derrick Henry is not looking like King Henry. Yeah, no. He's been. I mean, but he is a running back, and the Steelers are at home. They're home, right? Yeah, they're home. I know it's a new quarterback. I just think they're gonna pull it through because one thing about Mike Tomlin, he's gonna have his guys prepared. I don't like the offensive coordinator, but you can't doubt Mike Tomlin as a coach. I don't see them losing last week and then coming back and losing again. Even though they have a new quarterback, I still think they're going to run the ball. Titans defense ain't that great. Okay, so they don't have a run-stop defense. So I can see them pulling through 20 to like 16. You know what I mean? Like just barely make it through. Like not a blowout or a high-scoring game, but I do can see that being a close competitive game with Steelers pulling through. So I'm going to have to go with Pittsburgh.
All right, Pittsburgh over the Titans, says Lance. And I got the Titans over Pittsburgh.
They was hate on me. Steelers fans, they was coming for me. I had inboxes. Sean Highsmith was talking stuff. I mean, they was coming. They don't like the name. What's their name? Look, the colors is yellow, and it just floats. It just floats because they're trash. Yeah, but I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna win this week. Unfortunately, although I will be very happy if they lose. But for picks, I gotta go with them.
All right. Who? What's the next game you got?
The next game I got is Dolphins and Chiefs.
Mm-hmm. In Frankfurt, Germany.
I know. That's the 9:30 game.
Yep.
Okay. On my sheet, I picked the Dolphins.
Okay. No other comment? Nothing?
I don't say
I got the Dolphins too. So
you got Dolphins too?
The reason why, I got the Dolphins too because it's because Mahomes, he's not looking like Mahomes right now.
Correct.
And it's not because of himself. I think it's because of the other receivers. He has no one to depend on but Kelsey. How many drop passes? I can't count how many drop passes the other receivers have gotten in this whole season. It's terrible. How are you a professional and you're dropping? This is the same thing that happened with Lamar Jackson in Baltimore.
They can't catch a pass.
I don't understand it.
Like I think ESPN was saying there was 4 or 5 drop passes last week by the Chiefs. I mean that game alone, that game last week threw me all off. The Denver Broncos,
right?
The team that can't. So Denver Broncos have one of the worst defenses. So, but he had nobody. But he had nobody to throw it to. And
they didn't run Pachenko at all. Not as much as I thought they would. I don't know.
Pachenko been having a really good season for some reason. I don't know, dude. So
I don't know.
And I'm going with Miami because Tua and that high speed, that whole offense is speed tracks. Like you cannot stop him. And Tyreek Hill is on a mission to get to 2,000 yards. He will play. Yeah. He will play with one leg. I promise you, he would. Don't think an injury is gonna stop him. He getting his 2,000 yards. Yeah. So keep on. But they have too many weapons. But so does Kansas City. But at least on offense, they have just Patrick Mahomes and Pacheco and Taylor Swift.
So I think she'll be in Germany this week.
All you gotta do is block. So you know he's gonna play play bad. See, Taylor Swift
Exactly.
she wasn't at the last game. You see what happened.
Yep.
You
She
see,
definitely won't be in Germany unless she's on tour in Germany.
Travis Kelce, he been balling out. As long as Taylor Swift game, he like pass me the freaking ball. But she ain't gonna be there, so gotta go with the Dolphins.
All right, we agree on that one. So I got the Dolphins too. Next game is the Cardinals going into Cleveland to play the Browns. The Cardinals traded their starting quarterback.
I know. To
Dobbs.
Yeah, Dobbs to
Minnesota.
Minnesota because of the chain dude. What's his name? I'm gonna bring Kirk Cousins
injury.
Yeah, Achilles or ACL.
So I got the Browns.
I think
the Browns.
I think that's a gimme game
because I don't know if Kyler Murray's starting or they got another quarterback that's coming into play, but there's no way that they're going to beat the Browns.
Yeah, there is no way. Cardinals are literally the worst team in the league. Browns defense is too good. This is a gimme. I'm calling. If I had to pick a score, I'm calling a blowout.
Calling a blowout, like 30-0 or 37-6.
37-10.
37-10.
I think it's gonna be 20.
Something like that.
I think it's gonna be a 20 plus spread.
I agree.
Yeah, I just don't see how the Cardinals gonna pull it through. New quarterback, they're already playing horrible. I still can't believe the Cowboys lost tonight. I'm talking about this every week. I'm just asking every week, how did they lose to them? That's another topic for another day. I digress. I don't know.
Mike McCarthy.
The one game we should have won.
Yeah.
So go the Browns for sure.
What do you got next game?
Next up, I got the Commanders and the Patriots. I went with the Patriots.
Commanders and the Patriots. You went with the Patriots.
I'm going.
Only won 2 games this season. Season. They beat who they beat? I know they beat the Bills, right?
They beat the Bills. And then I don't remember who else they beat. Don't let me lie to you. But
in the
Commanders only won three games. They only got a 1 game difference.
Right, but the Commanders looked pretty good last week against Eagles, who's supposed to be the number 1 team in the league right now.
But they always play better when they play the Eagles. But look at everybody else who they play loose. Blown out. They can't score past 17 points. The Commanders always play tough when they play the Eagles. I guess it's their division, since they know competition to the Cowboys. They go for the Eagles. So that was just an emotional game that I don't see lasting over for the Patriots. I think Mac Jones is going to play better. Bill Belichick is going to have them better prepared, and they're going to run the ball much better. I'm calling the Patriots. I'm not saying a blowout, but I'm calling the Patriots.
I am going with the Commanders on this one.
Okay.
Just because they did have a good game against the Eagles. It was good competition. And I think that'll blow over or go over until this week. And they're going to use that momentum of how good they played against a top-ranked team, even though it was a divisional rival. They're going to use that and play. Hey, we're playing the Patriots. We're not playing the Tom Brady.
Yeah.
We're playing the Patriots, and we can use that momentum and use that skill set that we used last week against the Eagles, against this team who's not even close to being the Eagles. So I'm going with the Commanders.
Fair enough.
All right, next game is the Bears going into New Orleans to play the Saints.
I told you last week the Saints was going to come through and pull it. I called it last week, and I'm calling it again. The Saints going to come through again. Drew Carr is going to start playing better. The chemistry is getting better. They're finally putting up points. They're finally scoring on getting past third downs. I'm going with the Saints all day. Plus, the Bears just the Bears. I mean, they're one step up from the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, I got the Saints too. I was about to say the Bears. I got the Saints too.
Yeah.
Just because the Bears are going through it right now. They got a new starting quarterback who's he's okay. I mean, he got a nice arm. He can throw the ball downfield. But he's a slinger. That means he'll throw some interceptions.
Okay,
because he
so
likes to throw the ball so much.
how long is Justin Fields supposed to?
I don't know. He got a cast on his arm, on his thumb, last week. So,
and for how long? Yeah. So this is definitely not going with the Bears. And the Bears' run game has been dismantled. The only person they have is the receiver, but
DJ Moore.
Yeah, they can't find him. Yeah, Saints all day. I think that's a gimme. I think that's an easy one. The next one we have up is the Seahawks and the Ravens. Now this is a tough one. This is gonna be a good game.
It is.
It's gonna be a good game.
The battle of the dirty birds.
Of the birds. Seahawks versus Ravens. I guess Seahawks is tougher than Ravens. No, Ravens big as hell. I'm gonna go with who you pick?
I don't know yet. I went with the Ravens.
Yeah.
Because I think that the Ravens offense is more efficient than the Seahawks offense. Their defense, both of their defense is pretty good.
Yeah. It's like solid.
So I just solid, very solid defense. I think that Lamar Jackson overrides Geno Smith. Yeah. That's the only reason why.
Is DK Metcalf back?
Offense is more. Yep, he's back.
He's back. So, and the Ravens is getting more chemistry with the receivers. Last week they was just connecting.
Yeah.
So the receivers are getting better. I don't know about this one, man. I feel like no matter what pick I'm gonna be wrong. It's gonna be the opposite. I'm gonna go.
You had 12 wins last week. No, use that confidence you had last week.
Yeah, but this one's different. This one's breaking down.
Use that same energy you had last week.
I'm gonna have to go. But last week, like I just knew. Like someone told me, like the game was breaking down. I just knew this Seahawks Ravens game. I'm gonna go with it. My gut is telling me the Seahawks because I trust their receivers more. I trust a Lockett. I trust a DK. And I trust Geno kind of more than Lamar. Lamar fumbles the ball. Lamar fumbles the ball too much for me.
Lamar fumbles the ball because he tries to move around in the pocket a lot.
He run around and move. Ball pops out, turnover. So I'm gonna go with this. Now, as a better quarterback, yes, Lamar is no question a better quarterback. Let me make clear what I'm saying. I'm not saying Geno Smith is a better quarterback than Lamar. Right. I just trust them in this case better. That they're gonna have more control because the Seahawks can control a game, man. Like they can control the pace of a game. So if they continue the dominance of that, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. Barely.
All right.
Like a last minute field goal. Like a last minute field goal or something. Yeah. Like a last minute field goal. I'm not saying a blowout.
Right.
All right. Who you got between the Falcons and the Vikings?
Oh man, this was a tough one, a real tough one for me, because I don't know who any of these teams are anymore.
Yeah, totally two different things. You got to take an educated guess.
They both have two. Both of them are got two new starting quarterbacks this week. Both
correct,
of them.
Correct.
You can't depend on either of their defenses
at all. They're both trash.
I call them the middle of the road teams. And when I say middle of the road, wait a minute. And when I say middle of the road, I don't mean like middle of the road, like they're okay here and there. No, that means like, that raccoon that's in the middle of the road that got run over a few times.
Bad teams. They're just dead. They're lifeless.
Yeah, exactly.
Sun's going to draw. They're both going to lose. It's going to be a tie game.
Right. I'm only giving it to the Falcons, though. I'll give it to the Falcons, though, because they are at home. That's the only reason why. Yes. That's the only reason why. Other than that, I don't know. I wouldn't know.
I'm going to go to Falcons, too. I have no trust in the Vikings. They was already on borderline with Kirk Cousins. Now he's gone?
Yeah. Right.
Nah, I'm going to go with the Falcons. For sure.
All right.
Because, Who's their new quarterback? Do you know his name?
Who, the Falcons?
Yeah, who the new quarterback of the Falcons is?
Taylor Heineke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, snap! I'm trying to look him up. Yeah, at least Heineke he still control the game, so I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
Right. He's decent.
Yeah.
He's. I mean,
Yeah.
he's all right.
He's not like a trash. He's a backup quarterback.
No.
He's just that. He's a backup quarterback. Yeah.
Right. Next game is the Rams going into Green Bay to play Jordan Love and the Packers.
Rams.
Automatic. What happened to the Green Bay Packers?
Jordan Love was on a roll for 2 games, and then they just collapsed, dude. Like I don't even want to watch their games anymore. Like I was watching the game, and it just looks boring, and they just look discombobulated. Like they don't look. They don't look
together. Get the ball above half the field. Like, it's embarrassing to watch.
It's embarrassing, dude.
It's football.
Like Matt LaFleur needs to come up with. You need to figure out how to get Jordan Love going, because the first 2 games, dude, I'm like, okay, Packers they still may be a sub 50-50 squad, which will be a win for them for the season. They're 2 steps above the Arizona Cardinals. That's it. So I'm going with obviously with the Rams. Matthew Stafford though, but he gets on my nerves. Like I love him because he's Detroit. Because you know what I mean, but only I love him because he's Detroit bred. But sometimes,
like, why you throw the ball right there? You knew that safety was right there.
He's an emotional. Like he is really the broke man's Tony Romo. Like.
You know what he tried? You know what him and Tony Romo try to be like Brett Favre and they say, there's a window right there. I got 1 second to throw it too, but I only got a 2-second arm. I don't have a 1 second arm. I got a 2-second arm. So I'm going to try to throw it through that 1 second window and it doesn't work.
The problem with that, Brett Favre is to me one of the most overrated quarterbacks of all time. I think Brett Favre is he's the most overrated quarterback of all time.
I think he has the most interceptions.
The most interceptions, turnover. He's just a gunslinger, but somehow he's a Hall of Famer because he had a Super Bowl. Yeah. I get it, but
he had a good coach.
He has a good coach. That was it. So they're looking at the wrong person to be their inspiration. I'll tell you that much right now.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Texans and Buccaneers.
Oh man,
Texas
I was so disappointed last week.
Dude, they made me mad.
Oh my god!
I turned it.
CJ Stroud. I couldn't finish watching it. Like, how do y'all lose to a 0-6 team?
They only put up 13 points. They only put up 13 points.
I don't get
it. They've been balling all season. And I finally put Dalton Schultz in my starting lineup in fantasy. Got me like 3-4 points. The whole time, the whole past 3 weeks, he's been on my bench. He's been on my bench. He's been balling. 18 points. I got 3 points.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I'm gonna call last week a fluke game, but I did say CJ Stroud, his accuracy is horrible. I mean, he got to work on his accuracy, and it kind of showed last week. And I think he had nerves going against Bryce Young, his rival, I guess, that they're trying to make his rival. They're trying to make it his rival. Number one and number two.
Number one, number two, yeah.
College Saints. So
the lights got to him.
Yeah. So for this game, I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers.
Wow. Okay. All right.
I'm still going with the Buccaneers on this one. I don't see the Texans beating them. I still like how Baker Mayfield's been playing. He's just been a lot more controlled. He ain't been great, but he ain't been a turnover prone person. Although he do have 10 turnovers.
I mean, I don't know. I like the weapons that Buccaneers have.
Yeah,
you got Mike Evans, Godwin.
Yeah,
you got good weapons in Tampa Bay, but I'm going with CJ Stroud and the Texans. So yeah, because they're at home,
Yeah,
and I
they're
think
home
he'll
too.
feel more comfortable. He's more comfortable at home.
You know what?
And I think he's gonna revenge that loss and bring the Texans to win this game.
I hope you're right because I love City Trial, O State. I just think the loss from last week, I think it's actually going to carry over because they play a completely horrible game. That game had to be just recover. It wasn't even a mediocre game. It was a horrible game. It was the most lopsided, boring game I've ever seen. So I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers because I don't think the Texans is going to recover that quickly. See, Stroud, he's still a rookie. Let's not forget, we're still dealing with a rookie quarterback. Now he's about to go through adversity. Jordan Love, been on the bench for years, started 2 games, been on the downhill ever since. Bryce Young, 0-6, goal in there, got their first win. C.J. Stroud, still a rookie. He's a great leader, but I'm going to go with the Bucs on this one.
So speaking of C.J. Stroud, the next game is the Carolina Panthers and the Indianapolis Colts. This is another one of those middle of the road teams. You got the squirrel against the raccoon trying to cross the highway. Here comes a semi truck about to blast both of them, and I hope both of them get hit because these are 2 terrible teams playing.
So another tie game. Might be another tie game.
No, but I got the Colts because C.J. Stroud. Bryce Young played great last week.
Yeah.
Not great, but he played okay. They won the game.
He put up 15 points as opposed to 13 points. So yeah, I guess.
Right. But the team overall, the team is just terrible.
Yeah,
it's a terrible team.
It's a horrible team.
And the Colts play a better brand of football than the Panthers. That's it.
They're wasting Adam Thielen's great year.
I know.
Adam Thielen been balling for Carolina. I wish he would have got traded before the trade deadline because they're wasting his whole year. Him and Devontae Adams, they're wasting.
Oh my God. I feel real bad for Adams.
Yeah, man. We might as well talk about that game. He left the field early and everything. He was done.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
He left. He left the field with about 40 seconds left. It's still early, but he zoomed off. Spoke about his frustrations. He only had 1 catch. How does Devontae Adams, one of the best receivers of all times, have just 1 catch?
1 catch.
One catch.
The passes that Garoppolo was throwing at him was just off. Like just like you're not a real quarterback. He looked like He looked like not Gardner Minshew, but the Trubisky for the Steelers. They just throw the ball straight up in the air. You throw the ball straight up in the air. Wait a minute. When the receiver says just throw it up and I'll get it, that don't mean just throw it up like straight in the air.
That's not literal. At least I'm trying. Dude, you know what? Man. Oakland Raiders I gotta be one of the dumbest franchises. They traded Drew Carr for Jimmy Garoppolo. The 2 same players.
No. Josh McDaniels did that.
That was the dumbest trade.
He was the offensive coordinator for the Patriots when Garoppolo was there. When he went to Las Vegas and he was, dealing with Derek Carr, he said, "No, I want Jimmy. Jimmy's my guy. Okay, if Jimmy's your guy, you better win us a Super Bowl with Jimmy, just like you won all the time.
At least get at least get the playoffs, something. At least
nothing though.
Nothing.
So now Josh McDaniels is out. He got fired last night.
I seen that. I seen that on ESPN.
So hey, so you got the Raiders? No.
Over Giants. That's another.
Oh man, is Daniel Jones playing or Tyrod Taylor?
Oh man, there's not a lot of good games this week.
No, not really. A lot of blowouts. A lot of blowouts and a lot of
whack teams. Little team was already dead. Oh, yeah. So you got the Giants at Oakland. They just fired Josh McDaniels. Giants has been probably the most disappointing team.
Yeah.
I expected better. I expected better
Daniel
from
Jones, who got Jones, who got a nice contract.
Last year. Their coach was dancing on the squad last year.
But
now he's
Brian Dable is another one of Bill Belichick's
prodigies. Yeah.
Yeah, so you go to New England, you play for New England, you coach for New England, you get this aura about you, like people respect you, and then you go to a team and coach your own team, and you can't win games, like the games you're supposed to win.
Like
Josh
the
McDaniels,
game that's supposed to win.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This game, we said middle of the road teams, man. I guess I'm gonna go with Oakland. I'm gonna go with the Raiders just because they're at home.
I'm going with the Giants because they got Saquon Barkley.
I feel it. I mean, the Raiders, hopefully they pass Devontae Adams the ball and it's not be 10, 15 yards away from him. Because the passes that he was getting thrown last week, Jimmy threw a pass. Jimmy threw a pass that was 15 yards. Devontae damn near snapped, and I snapped with him. I said, "This is the trash that y'all traded Drew Carr for." Yeah. So I mean, Drew Carr ain't a great quarterback, but he is better than Jimmy.
Carr is better than Garoppolo,
and he was
have a Carr than Garoppolo.
Yeah, and he was Oakland bred. Like he was drafted by Oakland, so in Oakland. I love him. That was the dumbest thing. So I was hoping Devontae got traded yesterday just to get out of that prison cell, but guess not.
Not gonna happen. Yeah. So Darren Waller is going back to Las Vegas to his team who got traded from.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I think they'll target him and give him some targets to
He'll have 3 catches for 25 yards.
Yeah, that's it. No, I think he had five catches, 75 yards, 1 touchdown.
Darren Waller, he coming off of an injury. He got injured last game or the game prior. So last game he played decently okay, but the injury is still showing. Excuse me. So the injury is still showing. I don't have faith in Daniel Jones anymore. I think Darren Waller probably put up 25, 35 yards. Maybe a lucky touch, maybe a touchdown on the goal line. Because he still is a goal line guy. But I don't see him dominating the same 500 yards. I don't see that at all.
All right. Next game is probably the one of the better games of the week is Buffalo going into Cincinnati to play the Bengals. Is that a Sunday night game?
That is a Sunday night game. And I am going Joe Burrow.
I'm going Joe Burrow too. I like Joe Burrow. I don't trust Josh Allen, especially in games like this.
Yeah, I agree.
Tough games like this, I
agree.
do not trust Josh. He's another one of those Brett Favre understudies.
I told people this last year. Nobody believed me. I'm finding somebody else said it. He's like a Brett Favre. He's a Ben Roethlisberger. He's a big body that, yes, it's hard to tackle, but Josh Allen I like him, but I think he's overrated. I think Josh Allen is also overrated, but I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback, but he's definitely overrated. In this case, I'm going with Joe Burrow all day. T. Higgins, because they kept him because his ass ain't get traded. Chase and Boyd. Bengals get Diggs. Outside of Diggs and their tight end, who's the other receiver? Exactly.
Buffalo, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going Bengals all day. They have too much more momentum. They're finding their swag. Joe Burrow loves the limelight. He comes to shine. On big games, he plays. He ain't afraid of the Sunday night games. Going Joe Burrow all day.
All right, we agree on that game. I love them because they're playing well now. Joe Burrow's playing well. They got momentum, like you said. Joe Burrow looks good. He's moving the ball. He's running the field.
Like What calf injury?
Yeah, 20 plus yards. Two
I
20
said,
plus
yeah.
yards. 20 plus yard runs last week.
Come from a calf
great.
injury.
Exactly.
He's back.
So yeah,
He's
we
back.
agree on that one.
He's back.
Yeah.
Now, are you ready to talk about this one?
Yeah. So
you ready?
it's just it's probably the game of the week. 4 o'clock, 4:25 on CBS.
You ready to talk about
Tony Romo? You got Tony Romo calling the game.
Sometimes
you don't know what he.
You know we gonna do this.
So the Cowboys going into Philadelphia to play the Jalen Hurts Eagles.
Say it.
The Cowboys in this game.
Really?
The Cowboys in this game. Yes. You know why? Because
are you going with your heart? Or are you going with logic?
No. I'm going logic. This is my logic. Dan Quinn is going to use the pass rush to get to Jalen Hurts, who's hurt. He's playing hurt. He's been playing hurt for the last 3 weeks. So he's using the pass rush to go after Jalen Hurts. And when that happens, Jalen Hurts cannot pass under pressure. I'm so sorry. He cannot do it. He'll turn over the ball. They'll use that. They'll use the defense momentum.
I disagree. But
okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So we're going to use the defense momentum to score points and get us the lead. That way, Dak can manage the game to a victory. I call the game. This is a score. Bear with me now. Don't
I think you're going to
overreact.
I think
don't overreact. No, I'm not. So 33-10. 33-10. Cowboys. You like that performance?
I think he's smoking crack.
No.
Ain't no way here. I'm thinking I don't trust. How can I say this? This is a high pressure game, right?
It is.
This is a game that's
good in high pressure games.
This is a game with expectations is supposed to be made, right?
Oh yeah.
That's all that matters to me. Eagles. I hate to say it.
That's it.
I gotta go with the Seagulls because Cowboys. I'm trying to make the most sense here. A high pressure game like this, they're not going to perform. I can't think of one high pressure game in the last 3-4 years that the Cowboys actually came through. Every game that mattered, that like a game like the biggest game, San Francisco and the Cowboys, they flop. Any high pressure game when it was Tom Brady's peak days, high pressure games, they flop. Cowboys cannot perform in high pressure games. I can't go. Trust, believe, my heart wants to too. But and also I trust Jalen Hurts more than I trust Dak. I hate to say it.
Well, yeah, I do too.
Even though he's injured, here's why I disagree with you. Other than he has been turning the ball over with the passes, but he is known to throw the ball away. They got AJ Brown. They have a better offensive line, and they got that Brotherly Love. I'm 4th and 1, Brotherly Love.
Oh yeah,
we ain't stopping it.
Yeah.
4th and 1, Brotherly Love.
Nobody's
they can be on their own 5-yard line. But if it's 4th and 1, they're doing Brotherly Love.
Yeah.
If we're not gonna be a stop there, and us on third downs. Us on third.
Oh my God! I don't
third
down.
Talk
about that.
Exactly.
Defense, third down.
Yes.
We're not stopping nobody. We're not stopping nobody on third down.
So I had to think a logic. And Jalen Hurts I like his composure. Like he can perform in high pressure games. That Prescott, we might have another 3 interception games. I pray to God.
Don't say that.
Man, I'm not speaking it, but it's just through the years of hurt and disappointment and, seeing it repeatedly, you kind of begin to expect it. I got to go with the Seagulls. I don't want to go with them. But to me, my heart says Cowboys. And my heart says it's going to be 30-30-0. But
I wish.
But I don't see it, man. So just be prepared to be hurt and let down on Sunday.
Man, come on. Don't do this to me.
So as long as you guard your heart, you gotta guard your heart.
Right.
Guard your heart.
You do. Look, I don't think other team fans understand this, what we deal with every week. Every week. It's like you're in a relationship with somebody who you love so much. And sometimes they act like they don't love you. Sometimes they like I love you though. What are you doing? I love you.
They don't understand what cowboy fan is.
Reciprocating that love.
I've been dedicated. I've been committed to you I'm 37 years old. I've been committed for 32 years. I've been coming out 5 years old. I've been committed for 32 years out of 37 years of my life to this one person. And I just want something in return. Just stop playing with my emotions. But we're committed.
Yes, and it is. What have you done for me lately? Because you brought us rings years ago, but all this time I've been dedicated to you. I've been loyal to you. I could have had relationships with other people by now.
I could have been cheated.
But I stayed loyal. I didn't waver. I didn't do anything. I've been here the whole time.
I'm tired.
You doing the same old thing. You're doing the same old thing.
I feel like every year I leave them, but they draw me back.
Exactly.
Something about this woman, man. She just keeps drawing me back. I can't get rid of her. Jerry say something on the radio show. You like, you know what, Jerry? You're right, Jerry. You're right. We do love y'all Cowboys, Jerry. Jerry Jones say something on the radio show that just brings us back in. Or Dak say something that brings us back in. We got faith. Dak annoys me with interviews. I think he's the worst.
Man, oh my God. You know what it is? He's too PR for me.
Yeah, he's too. We'll get through it. We'll see better days. Yeah. So we'll be all right.
He's too PC for me. Like sometimes you gotta be rough out. You gotta say something that you probably don't say on radio on air.
It's time to play. Yeah. I need to play better. Yeah. We need to fucking put our hands down. Excuse my language. For all those as well, but it's what they gotta do. But we'll talk Cowboys all day.
Yeah.
I digress.
All right. Yeah.
I digress.
We can have a whole show about that. We can't do that though.
We can't do that. We can't do that.
Yeah. So Monday night game is the Jets and the Chargers. You know what?
Say it.
Even though these are two middle of the road teams,
I disagree.
Get hit by two semi trucks, but I think that the Jets are making waves.
They're on the road.
What they're doing, and it's Robert Salah.
He's a good coach.
Whatever his last name is, he is a great coach.
And they play for him.
He's a great motivator.
And they play for him. They play for him.
They do.
I agree. Yes. They play for him. I mean, you may be on the same page.
That's why they'll win this game. Yeah,
I agree.
They'll win this game.
And they're home.
Because at home in New York, and it's the momentum that they build throughout the weeks. I don't know if you watch Hard Knocks on HBO Max, but I tried it. It's the best show. I'm sorry, but Robert Salah is a great coach. He's a great motivator, and he gets his guys ready and prepared mentally to play football. Even though they're not physically, they might not be the best skilled players or the best talented players, but he gets them ready mentally, and that plays a big and important role in football.
Right, I agree. I'm going with the Jets. It's going to be a low scoring game because their defense can control it too. Like I love the Jets a defense. Like they're not a high turnover, but they can make you go slow. They will slow you down.
And they make stops on third down, which is very important. They make stops on third down. 33, they will stop. Let that be the we get a third down. Defense, they're running right through us. We gonna run. We running the ball, y'all. It's third and 8. We gonna run the ball. And they just run right through us.
Like teams are disrespectful. They laugh at the Cowboys become third down.
Yeah.
Like they literally would laugh.
We can't wait for third down. We can't wait for third down. We about to run this ball.
Oh man. Shoot. We gotta discuss who. Okay. People ask how can they join in with us. So
the easiest way to join is to go to our website, winorloseshow.com/pick'em, and hit the link in the description, and it'll tell you all the rules and everything on that page.
Okay.
And hit the link, and you can actually join. Right, it'll go to open up the CBS website or the CBS Sports app on your phone, and it'll go right to our weekly pick'em for you to join in. You have to register with CBS obviously to join in, but you can join, and you can view our picks on Sundays. You can view your picks on Sundays, and view everybody's standings throughout the weeks and throughout the season. So that's the easiest way to do it, and it's just fun. I love it.
And also saying that, hey, if you want to bet, you can make a weekly pick bets with us. Get some cash out prizes.
Yep.
You have an end of the year most wins. Come in, hop in with us. Come on the show with us. Shoot, come hop on in.
And the more people who join in, of course, the more money that could be won in these picks and in these bets. So
let's get it.
I think this is the first season we're doing this, and we started at week 8.
Yeah,
which is half the season.
Right.
So next year it's going to be even bigger and bigger and better, and we'll have more sponsors.
Correct.
So and we'll talk about that later on. So
each week we're going to get better. We're going to get more and more and more and more and more. We're going to have y'all. We're going to have continual growth. So stick with us, y'all.
And all right, this has been Weekly Pick'em. I'll see you next week, Lance. And them 12 wins, I think that was a beginner's luck.
Let's be clear. Every win is strategic.
Okay. Let me see your notepad. Show me your notepad.
Well, I can show you my screen. I can show you my screen. I got my screen up, baby. I got my screen up, baby. Don't play me.
I'll show you mine. Yeah,
I got my screen up too. All right, man. See y'all next week.
All right. Yep. Yes, sir.